Boy, what a scene from Sunday night. The selection show and the Colorado State Ram volleyball team back to another NCAA tournament as they will host first and second rounds. Hi, welcome back. Ram Report with head coach Tom Hilbert, Brian Roth back with you. We're going to talk about the NCAA tournament. Should be a blast coming up on Friday night. But Tom, before we get to that, let's hit the rewind button. Last Wednesday evening, a home match against Wyoming, senior night, and boy, what a way to close out the season.
It was great. It was a great win, and you know, those are difficult because Kelsey and Marley and Deidre, they've been here 4.5 years. You watch them grow up and grow through this, but it's part of being a college coach is, you know, you lose players, you get new ones, but those three are great kids. They're wonderful people. They've been great players and great warriors for us on the volleyball court. We're going to miss them.
Yeah, absolutely. And you get the win against Wyoming to close out the year. And I thought the crowd was terrific for that, really to appreciate what you guys have done.
No, it was unbelievable. And this is the night before Thanksgiving. There's 4,300 people there. I'm so thankful to coach here on nights like that because, you know, it's just different in Fort Collins. We get such great support. We won the match, played well, got the trophy presentation for the Mountain West immediately following the match. And that's really great. You get to give your players a fantastic experience.
Another Mountain West Conference championship. I mean, you can just hit the repeat button on that. Sixth consecutive title.
I know, it's pretty amazing. When I think about it, it's amazing to me. And you have to be careful not to take these things for granted. But, you know, this team, it's a great group of kids who understand how to play consistently well, how to prepare, how to win games. And I think, you know, we still have a lot of good volleyball left in us.
Yep, again, the NCAA tournament starts coming up on Friday evening. CSU gets the number 15 seed, and remember the top 16 seeds all host first and second rounds. You know, Tom, the selection show on Sunday night, Kansas is announced as the 16th seed. You thought perhaps that might have been your spot.
I know, and when the camera, I'm sure that was on me, I was very depleted at that point because I thought that we're not going to get in, and then 15 comes up and we're in, and it was as I suspected. They brought all the Colorado teams to the same site. It's going to be a very exciting event for the state of Colorado, volleyball in the state of Colorado. Because as you know, we've got us, we'll play DU, then University of Colorado will play Northern Colorado, and then the winners of those two move on to play on Saturday. So we're gonna have a packed house. It's gonna be fun in Moby Arena.
Yeah, no question about that. Again, UNC and Colorado are gonna match up at 4:30 p.m. coming up on Friday night, and then it'll be DU and CSU. Were you surprised that you got DU rather than UNC?
Yes, I was, because DU beat UNC rather handily last Saturday. So I don't know if the committee just doesn't look at those Saturday matches or they go strictly off RPI. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. You got to beat somebody to move on.
Yeah, and so you guys will get DU. You've already played DU. You've already played UNC in the season, have not played Colorado. But you get DU, and, of course, an old friend at the helm down there at DU. And
he's a great coach. He understands us. He's a great preparation guy. They've been on a major role in the last half of the season. I expect it to be tough. We need to focus on that match. People talk to me about the Buffs, and I'm like, we're not playing the Buffs. We're playing DU, and we got to win that.
Yeah, again, DU coming in with a 6-game win streak into the NCAA tournament. What do you take away from the first meeting? How do you apply that to the second meeting?
I don't take much away from the first meeting because one of their better players was injured. It was early. I do know what they do. They're fast, and their setting's excellent, so you have to disrupt their ball handling somehow. Otherwise, they will beat you. So we know that's what we have to do. But you know, we're going to see a little bit more recent film and you know, try to assess some of the differences now that Erica Denny is back in the lineup.
By the way, first time since 2009, Colorado State is going to host an NCAA first and second round. You know, you look back to last year. What can you learn from the first round loss last year, and how do you apply that to this year?
You know, that's a good question, and I think what you apply is that your team needs to have energy going in. They cannot have any previous expectations or assumptions about how good a team is. They've got to have energy. They've got to be physically fresh. And you know, I thought we were physically fresh last year, but we didn't play with a great deal of energy to start that match. And we need to this coming up match. We've got to play with a great deal of energy and be physically fresh.
Yeah, I know you would love to see a big crowd. We talked over 4,500 at the senior night last Wednesday. I think there could be some big crowds coming up Friday night.
No doubt. We've got great advanced ticket sales so far, and you know, who knows? Let's make it a sellout.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a great night for college volleyball in the state of Colorado. Tom, best of luck. And
thank you.
As we see you again here in a few weeks, hopefully we're talking about that trip to the third, fourth round.
I hope so.
Okay. That's the head coach, Tom Hilbert, here on the program again, coming up Friday evening against DU, 6:30 from Moby Arena. We'll take a timeout. More to come. We'll talk CSU women's basketball up next with Ryan Williams. Stay with us here on the Rams Report.